Behaviorism. A behavior cannot be fully understood simply in terms of observable stimuli and reactions.
Edward Chase Tolman. He disagreed with Watson's overly mechanistic SR account. He argued that learning is essentially goal-oriented.
Tolman's experiment was testing how fast rats can run in a maze.
First thing he did was put the rats in a few different groups. Group 1 received food rewards and the second group was rewarded nothing. Now, let me ask you this, which of the group made it out of the maze faster? If you said the first group that received the food reward, then you are right. It is because they had an incentive to complete the maze faster than the other group. He also made a third group of rats that was given no food reward for 10 days. But then, Tolman did something very interesting. On the 11th day, Tolman gave this group of rats a food reward for completing the maze. What's fascinating was that when this group of rats received the food reward, they completed the maze faster than both the other groups. And this is because of latent learning.
Latent learning. Learning that is hidden or not observed until a reason exists or motivation exists to use it. Example. Teaching your dog how to sit with verbal commands, but whatever happens, it just won't listen. Let's say you are trying to train the dog for a week and you are beginning to get frustrated. But then suddenly you handed over the dog with food and commanded them to sit and they did. Another example. A child, aged around 3 to 4, his mother taught him basic mathematical operations which was not useful that time. Later, when he became an elementary student, he was somewhat advanced than his other classmates who are even older than him. Every time he got a correct answer, he was inspired to excel in math. But, you should also know Tolman coined another term in regards to his rat studies, and that is cognitive maps. Cognitive maps. A mental presentation of the layout of one's environment. Example. When you close your eyes and visualize the path going to your door and close it. Another example. When you stick your eyes on a laptop screen but you want to grab your pencil behind you. And you grabbed it. Albert Bandura. He said that children learn by modeling. He disagreed with Skinner. He pointed out that although the environment shapes the behavior, behavior also affects the environment. The Bobo doll experiment. The experiment involved exposing children to two different adult models, an aggressive model and a non-aggressive one. After witnessing the adult's behavior, the children would then be placed in a room without the model and were observed to see if they would imitate the behaviors they had witnessed earlier.
Children exposed to the violent model tended to imitate the exact behavior they had observed when the adult was no longer present. It has also been suggested that children were not actually motivated to display aggression when they hit the Bobo doll. Instead, they may have simply been trying to please the adults.